We got Chris Kyle.
How you doing?
Promoting American Sniper in bookstores and Amazon right now.
Pleasure.
So, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Just what a great story, man.
Where were you brought up?
Brought up in Texas, born
Texas?
and raised there.
All right.
Definitely, we always had cattle and horses, and
Yeah.
was working on ranches all through high school. Went to college, kept working on ranches. After I quit college, I decided I want to be a cowboy for a living.
Wow, so you were on a horse from the time you were a kid, though.
Yes, I
Yeah.
started riding early age.
Look at this. See, we got a lot in common.
Yeah, you kind of
Except,
do.
I didn't make any commitment whatsoever to
And
anything except
He went off and acted
dumbass
like
show.
a man, and you pretended you were Popeye. he's living with somebody his age.
Jesus
He doesn't
Christ.
have to do a big Christmas every year.
Chris, you're obviously out of the military, right?
Yes,
So what do you do for a living now? Because you're a young guy. How old are you?
37.
37. And have all this experience behind you. What do you do now?
Craft International is the name of the company that we're still providing training to the military. Trying
Oh, that's
to
good, yeah.
I can't be in the military anymore to save my marriage, so this is my way of still giving back, trying to prepare guys before they go overseas. And I mean, we're not claiming to have, hey, you come to ours and you're going to be 100% successful, but here's a tool for your toolbox. Maybe it'll come in handy when you're down there. And we also provide security. We do a lot of the anti-piracy stuff and personal protection here stateside.
What is your what's the most realistic, would you say, film that featured a sniper? Was it the Hurt Locker, or was it that scene in
Hurt
Full
Locker?
Metal Jacket? The military guys
Wait, you laugh at the Hurt
Locker.
Locker scene? Because we thought that was amazing, that sniper
Is
scene.
that nonsense?
Wow, he's
If you can see
laughing.
he's laughing. It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
obviously
nonsense.
I thought that was a great scene, though.
Well, for an EOD guy to actually be able to make a sniper shot.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, right? It's just it's the bomb
yeah,
disposer
good
guy,
point. Good
and
fucking
he's
point.
like with the Barrett
That's
making
not his
making the
expertise.
shots.
What's a realistic sniper scene or film or at least moment in the movie that you're like, wow, that's how it really was?
Honestly, I think most of them are all pretty Hollywood.
Oh, really?
If you want to take a shot, and have a miss, and then start cussing up a storm, trying to hurry up and load another round to make your shot, that's a little more realistic.
And how about the? They don't really depict the time spent waiting.
No, you'll sit there hours, maybe days. Maybe you'll go out and, just like hunting, you'll go out, sit there, and not see a thing.
Nothing.
Turn around and come home.
Do you have to do calls like for deer and moose? Do you have to?
Bobby with his reasonable questions. You're an ass.
Bobby's a kid.
I am a fucking 2-year-old.
So wait, would you be in like in city situations?
Oh, definitely.
Oh wow, just laying there on a rooftop. Wait, what's the longest you waited?
Shoot. You might be out there a week waiting just to see something. Depends on what's going on. We've had to set up overwatches. Maybe a tank just got blown up. We had to set up, watch it for a couple days before the wrecker came in to pick it up. There's not a wrecker on every corner to pick up a blown up tank.
Right. So you have
They
to
should
guard
be.
it and make sure they don't take it,
Right.
and make sure they don't drag the bodies or whatever it is they do to.
Well, no, they already policed up the bodies. But it was just coming in to make sure the tank with all the armor and everything was intact, that they could take it away.
What do they do with all the stuff that we're out of Iraq? But what do they do with all that shit that they brought over there? Do they bring it all back? I mean, doesn't
we left
or do
a
they
sh-
just
a lot-
leave that shit?
We left a lot of shit behind, I would assume.
Well, yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'm assuming that we're going to bring most of it home. But I'm sure we're selling or giving some of it to the Iraqis.
I heard in Afghanistan there's a lot of stuff from the Russian invasion.
Yeah, they had to get out lickety split.
And Jonathan said when he was out there in the countryside, he goes, there's areas where there's just like gutted and rusted tanks, and they kind of leave that there as a source of pride because they chase the Russians out.
Yeah.
Really?
And did you ever meet a sniper on the other side? Like, they have those Vietnam movies where the snipers will meet each other.
Yeah,
Like,
Bob's asking if there was a sniper party you were
Did you
invited
ever
to.
meet a sniper? Like,
No, we never had a handshake or shared drinks or
you ever never met a
God.
sniper from another, like an enemy side?
No.
Like you guys met in like a tube and said, all right, tomorrow.
No, it's not
When,
quite that civilized.
Did they have Iraqi snipers? Because
yes.
were they good? I mean, because you think of the Iraqi army as just shit because they just held up a fleet. You guys came in, they were like, okay, we give up. Were there any good Iraqi snipers?
Yeah, there's definitely some. There was one that we were facing in Fallujah who was supposed to have been on the Iraqi Olympic shooting team.
Oh, really?
And one of the guys on my unit that was out there actually got him.
Got him.
Have you taken out other snipers? There's always the scenes in the movies, and I know this is Hollywood, where you're looking through the scope and you see the scope looking right at you. Have you had that happen?
I've never looked and seen someone actually looking back at me. No,
But you have seen a guy peeking through the scope
definitely
and seen the guy.
Definitely.
Wow.
And when you shoot somebody from that distance, what do you see? Like a little, just like a little. Poof, you just see like a little mist, or how much can you see?
I mean, it depends on the caliber you're shooting too, because those rifles have recoil. You may not see anything. You may, by the time you reacquire your target, and he's already down.
Wow. There was a bounty on your head, someone's saying?
It wasn't just my head; it was all snipers. But yes, I got picked out because of when we were going into houses. They were occupied houses, and they would see the tattoo on my arm. So it got
so they
pinpointed.
knew, who you were.
By the way, Chris received 3 silver stars and
2.
5. Oh, I'm sorry. It says 2. It says 3 here. Just we have very shoddy research.
Well, Jimmy's going to give you another one.
Yeah, 2 silver.
surprise.
Did you get 5 bronze stars, or is that wrong too? Okay.
Wow.
What merits a star? What do you do when they give? Is it a particular target you hit, or?
Now it's all the medals are supposed to be for heroism and stuff like that, but I don't put any stock in the medals. It all depends on the political aspect at the time. If they feel like, hey, we need to look good, so we're going to give out.
Oh.
I think they just threw my name in a hat and go, you know what, we're going to give them a silver today.
There's no medals you ever got that you're like, I like this one. I'm proud of.
Well, I mean, they all have a little bit of pride in it, but if you were out there for the medals, then you're in the wrong place.
When you would take the shot and hit somebody, would you have to or want to go up and check them out up close? Or
You want to.
okay, you want to?
But a lot of times, especially in the city, you can't get out and expose yourself and go check that guy.
That's true. Okay.
You want to go down there and see what all they have on them. If there's any intelligence you can pull off of the body or anything that would help you down the line.
Personally, you would want to do that, not just the team you're with, but personally, would you want to go and see what damage you did?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I was just curious as to how into the actual kill you would get.
No, it's pretty messy.
Yeah.
I don't care to go
Okay.
up and examine
That makes
it
sense.
up close.
How did you deal with being away from your wife and family for so long? Like, what was the longest you've been away from them?
8 or 9 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, you get used to it. It's the job. That's your
Yeah, but
way
you
of life.